What is up? Welcome back to another live stream repair. We are going to pick up where we left off on Friday and then some. Let's add what some of what we've picked up since we've last talked. Let's see, 245, Nick Michael. So we have gotten another no power, Kurt with no power, a John also with no power, Chris with a brick, and Ed with no power. There's a few more, but we're going to try to keep today's stream manageable. Well, okay, so here we've got number 238. This was the brick that we wrapped up the last stream with. We were fortunate that it took a USB restore. We didn't have to... Oh no, that's right. Let me recall. We attempted a USB restore on its board and it did not take it. So I believe we grabbed another one of my parts boards and attempted to reball that, and we got a working logic board for ourselves here. And it's even the right color. So let's shoot number 238. Another link here to watch us wrap this one up. They opted for the hardware repair if the software doesn't work, and with all hardware repairs they get the extra little trademark NixFix maintenance with new DC filters on the amp, a new diode if it needs it, and a new subwoofer gasket. And that should prevent most of the common issues like no power and death farts and bad bass and what have you. Alright, and then up next we've got Chloe. Let's find them and let them know they're up next. Number 164. Alright, communications are caught up. Let's get this so that it's not going to come back to us anytime soon. Gonna get some isopropyl rubbing alcohol. Swirl that around. That's gonna break down the adhesive that holds this top speaker basket down. Make it easier for us to pry that up when we get to it. Ooh. All right. First up and most important as part of this hardware maintenance that we do for all of them, we're going to replace those DC filters since they are ceramic capacitors that, as all ceramic capacitors do, age over time, and this will cause death farts and all sorts of bass issues on the HomePods. So we replace those so that this doesn't come back to us for those kinds of issues. I used to test these and only replace them if they were testing bad, but we started seeing ones that tested good here and went bad only shortly after. So we like to prevent what we can here. Hopefully my new iron tips show up today because this thing is cooked. I'm using the back side of it. Very nice. That just snapped right into place as it should. I don't like how close, actually. I can fit my tweezers in there. We are great. What do we have for a diode? Ooh, a 36K data diode. So that's not going to fail and cause any power issues. That should be good from an amp perspective. Let's get this back together with a replacement subwoofer gasket and we should be good. Mike, what is up? Welcome back. All right. Let's get Chloe and number 120 all situated here. $120. Oh, 210. Not 120. 210. I need to change that. All right. We've got Chloe. No power. And then we've got 210. Here we go. No lights, no power, and a couple of watts from the wall. That tells me it's nothing like a blown fuse. It's nothing like a short up on top here, or even like a problem with the power supply. We've seen it here plenty of times. That's a dead diode. Let's get it apart and get it fixed. Raheem, what is up? Welcome, welcome. It's been a minute, yeah. I can't actually remember when you were last around here. I do recognize you, but I don't know how long it's been. All right, I need a sec. That's a hand cramper. There we go. Almost a year. Let's see, I don't think it's been a year yet since we've fixed the ones with blinking volume buttons, but we found the software fix for that. We found a few hardware fixes for the ones where it's a hardware issue. Found another no power here and there. We had somebody send a prototype HomePod in with an unusual no power. It ended up being a busted up display. Nothing too exciting. but it was still cool nonetheless to get to stream that for folks. Got 2 of them going again. Very nice. Why? That one was kind of stuck in there. Yeah, the 24/7 D-Brick stream. The ones that, those 1 or 2 that magically came back to life from that, I know why now. It was a VGA issue. They bricked themselves again, of course, later, but... chances are, if it doesn't fix itself after the first few reboot or reset attempts, it's cooked. Alright, let's knock out a little bit of maintenance for this first. We're going to get those filters out of here before they go bad and cause death farts and all sorts of bass issues that we love to ramble on about here. These are ceramic capacitors after all. We've said it a bunch of times. Ceramic capacitors age and decay over time whether they're being used or not. They decay faster while they're being used, of course, but in any case, they all eventually need to go. Although we did see a lot of them failing way sooner than you would expect, so they might be going bad from natural aging. They might just be going bad because they didn't use a Good quality part. Doesn't matter, we're gonna replace him. We don't trust him. That's an interesting name for it. I wonder who's the first person that came up with the name for that. Beautiful. Let's flip it around and take care of that dead diode. 46K or 48K, what will it be? It's a 6K. Were my new soldering tips just delivered? I'm gonna be super happy. Let's get this new diode on here and I'm gonna go check. Alright, give that a chance to cool off. I've been fooled. They didn't deliver anything. No, if you've got a bricked HomePod, no amount of power cycles are gonna bring it back, unfortunately. It either needs a USB restore or it's a hardware issue. And if it's a hardware issue, it may intermittently fix itself and re-brick itself. But it'll keep having the problem until it's fixed one way or another. But no amount of power cycles will help. Yeah, and the stories of people on Reddit that are like, mine bricked itself and I stuck it in a closet for a few months or a year or two, and then when I pulled it out and plugged it in, it just started working again. That is unfortunately a hallmark sign of a hardware issue. Because if you think about it, here's the storage chip. This is the most common problem with these bricked pods, with the Blinkies at least, is this is the storage chip and they've got a bunch of solder balls that connect it to the logic board. But that BGA gets stressed over time. It gets shaken around by the subwoofer. It heats up and cools down. It expands and contracts. Eventually, it starts to crack and corrode. And that is why some of them, you may see them intermittently working and then failing again. So, if it bricks itself, it's never going to fix itself. At least not permanently.
having trouble connecting.
Yeah.
I'm having trouble.
All right. On to the next one. We've got 210 here. Yes, of course, no power. After that, we've got another anonymous no power. Let's see if this one's gonna be the exact same. Yeah, no lights, no power, no nothing there. It's only pulling 2 watts of power from the wall. It jumps up, but then it falls down to 2. That's a little low for the usual dead diode that we see on here. I have a feeling it might be a shorted capacitor on the logic board up here instead. But let's find out. Let's get it out first. I don't need the gym, I got HomePods. And I can lunk around all I want, or whatever they call it at Planet Fitness. Display looks okay. I mean, it's not outside the range of power draw that we've seen for a dead diode, but it's a little unusual still for them to pull that little. Far more often with that kind of power draw, it's a short on this logic board here. So let's sanity check that with a different logic board and display. Look at that. Turns on. Let's make sure it's not their display by chance. We've seen these hide physical damage rather well. Alright, it still turns on. So their display is good. The logic board is what's not turning on here. Do I have my thermal camera? I think it's in the wording room. Hold on. But the battery is dead. I did this to myself. Well, let's see if we can't find it old school. That's right, I'm an animal. I can take these off with my bare fingers. Yeah, that's at 0%. Okay. Let's see what we can find. I'm gonna borrow... Actually, we'll just use one that I've already got taken off. Another one. Here's how we're going to do this without a thermal camera. We'll get this plugged back in. Actually, what I'll do first is I'm going to hit the spots that I am familiar with seeing shorts at first. That way, when this spike, the initial power draw spike, should be the most heat that it generates, we'll have the best chance of it melting the flux to find where our short is. So I usually see one of those or one of these. And then on the other side, it's usually one of these. All right, that should do it. Let's see. Oh, I already see it. And it was one that we had that we didn't flux up. Let's see how close I can get you guys. It is this one. I'll go ahead and plug the power in now. You see that? That's our guy. And we didn't even need a thermal camera. Okay. Well, geez, we don't need all that other flux on there. Let's clean it up. Not that it's going to hurt anything leaving it there, but I'd rather not have a huge mess to put back together. Okay. Let's grab a parts board. I got plenty of them. He says as he struggles to find a parts board. This'll do. One of our failed BGA repair attempts. Of course, with no replacement NANDs, there's no chance this is going to get fixed by us. But it'll be plenty good for some parts here. Let's see, what are we looking for? This one. Let's get a little bit of solder on there to give ourselves a good chance. Oh, doing a dance, I see. There we go. I'll straighten that out. Perfect. Okay. That should be good. That should do it. Oh, I am so sorry, but I do not have the ability to hack into your Gmail account. Do not ask. Oh, hey, yeah, look at that. We've got it turning on. Very nice. Okay, let's go ahead and tear this down all of the way now. We're going to tear this all the way down so we can do a little bit of hardware maintenance to the amplifier board and prevent any common reasons for this to come back to us. That's going to be the more common cause of this no power issue. Kind of what we expected to see with that shorted diode on the amplifier that we replaced in Chloe's HomePod just a few minutes ago. We're also going to replace the DC filters that decay over time and cause death farts and all sorts of bass issues. And then we'll wrap it up with a new rubber subwoofer gasket to replace that old foam that might deteriorate over time. Not that we've seen any problems with them, but it's a nice little upgrade. This may not even have the same diode that fails. We're only looking out for certain date codes on them, so we'll see. Subwoofer looks great. This gasket, not so much. Do I do minis too? Unfortunately, I don't work on the minis. I can't charge a reasonable repair price, and you're better off just buying another used one. But that said, I want to say I've heard people always complaining about Spotify on their HomePods. And especially if it's only an issue with a particular music service, then I don't believe there would be any hardware issues causing that. Oh boy. It's gonna play hard with us, isn't it? I'm not dealing with another stripped or broken power supply screw. I'm done with them. That's what I thought. Get out of here. No, not another one. Tim Cook, super glue is not thread locker. Stop it. Oh no. Well, that one's stripped because they just want to torture us with these insane thread lockers. We're gonna have to break out the T7 and really ream on it here. They hate us because they ain't us. Get out of here. All right. I'll put another one in there so I don't forget. Let's get this. It resists every step of the way. All right. Hopefully they didn't do the same down here. Oh, it'll just be quick in and out. Just a little bit of maintenance. Easy peasy. Yeah, these are coming out nice though. They didn't even thread lock these. What gives? I mean, there's a little on there. What you could try too is swapping your minis around the house. Eliminate the possibility of some kind of interference or Wi-Fi issue. Although, yeah, I totally agree. It would be strange if it's only happening to one of them. But I would definitely try different music sources and try swapping the placement with another HomePod that works. Beautiful. And we'll flip it around. Do we have... No, we don't. Alright. That was a 42K dated diode, not what we're looking for. So that means this is all good. Worth getting the Gen 2 or just buy a used Gen 1? The problem with the Gen 1s is like those filters in there. The older they get, the sooner they're going to need new ones or they're going to start death farting and frying the subwoofer. But I like the way the first gens sound more than the second gens. I don't have any second gens except for parts to diagnose and repair other second gens that people send in. My house is full of first gens. This is a first gen HomePod household. And also the repair, like we know so much more about the first gens and how to fix any of their issues. I'm just going to be more biased towards the first gen. The second gen, its most common issue is ghost or phantom touches and an unresponsive touch panel. You know, it randomly adjusting the volume, triggering the voice assistant, playing, pausing music, whatever. And there's the only fix for it is a replacement touch panel, and you can't get them anywhere. So, that aside, the second gen should last longer since it's newer. It should get more software updates since it's newer. And many people prefer the sound of the second gen over the first gen still, so you should be pretty alright with whichever ones you go with. Buy refurbished first gen. Yeah, buying a refurbished first gen for me is, of course, going to be your best option. If you ask Nick. Because then it gets all the fixins that kill most of them. And I give you a warranty in case anything comes up. And I'll give you a discount on hardware repairs for it outside of the warranty. Sorry. Yeah, my sister was asking me to help her hack into her Gmail and Facebook accounts. I guess she lost access to them. And unfortunately, I'm just not that kind of guy. I'm just not that guy at all. It's not that I'm that kind of guy. It's not that I'm not. I'd be more than happy to hack some stuff for her if I could, but I just don't know how to do that kind of stuff. So that's what I told her. Unfortunately, I don't know how to do that kind of stuff myself, and don't trust anybody that says that they do. Your best bet's going through the support contacts or making another account, unfortunately. Now, if you've got your passwords saved somewhere on a device that's broken, and that's why you can't get in, I can probably fix that device and get your passwords for you. But sorry, sis. You can't fix it all. Aaron! What is up? What is up? Man, I feel so bad for making you wait for your radio. I know you're not in a rush, but I still feel bad. I still need to fix your radio, and I still need to mod Alex's iPod. Oh, and there's that BlendJet blender we need to look at. Oh geez. I've been bad. I've been so bad, I'm so sorry. The kid needs to learn how to fix HomePods for me already so I can work on the fun stuff. There we go. But aside from that, we're doing all right here. We're just trying to stay alive from all these freaking HomePods that keep showing up. Where are they coming from and where are they going? Well, I know, but I can't tell you. I don't want to dox anyone. I'll give that a sec to think about its life. And we'll shoot Michael a message since they're up next. Number 212. 212. All right.
I'm having trouble connecting.
Yes, perfect. All right, another one. We've got NP250 with no power. Up next, Michael with no power. No lights, no power, no nothing, and the kind of power draw that we expect to see for a dead diode. Let's get this apart. Let's replace those DC filters. And just pointing out here, it looks like the mesh is a little scuffed up right here and right there. I didn't do it, I swear. There's a hole in the mesh right here and here too. I have no idea how that happens. We will examine the shipping box and how it was sent to us afterwards and make sure that doesn't happen again, if that was caused by that. But hey, we've had these things show up with, I think a few days ago we had someone's show up with, like, it looked like somebody had taken a pair of tweezers and, like, scratched it up. Turns out their cat had, been love biting it. And here I was thinking it was my packing material. I was like, oh shit. My packing material's ruining people's HomePods. Nope. Just a lovey cat. Not often these come up with the adhesive on the display side, but there you go. Looks like our string got cut up in our pry bar there, so let's fix that up. Oh wow, those both got whacked. Nothing a quick hit of the iron won't fix. Oh, well, never mind. That just fell apart, so I'll grab another one here. Let's see. Very nice. Oh, my tips are here, yes. Quality. Come on. There we go. Yes, that's my first knife tip. That's not very knifey. That's not knifey at all. What do we got in here? Yeah, more USB cables. I ordered 2 of them. Where's the rest? Dang, well, I tried taking this off without having to cool it, but I'm gonna have to. That sucker's really on there. Ah, there we go. We got him. Which tip do we use? I like this one. Oh, don't tell me they gave me the wrong tips. Oh my gosh, man. Man. I mean, it might work. Or did this tip break? I think the tip broke off in it. Yeah, because here's a normal tip. Here's my last tip. These fit. I know these fit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. My soldering iron just broke. That would explain things. How do we fix this? It's like stuck in there. It's like fused in there. Oh. Alright. I'm gonna need to wear glasses for this. How did this break off? It broke the whole bottom half of it off in there. I don't know if I can get that out. Oh, these are what the funny thing is what broke off in here was the original Weller tip. This is not the setback I wanted for today. How? How did that? I'm very confused. Are we gonna get anything working out of this? Hmm. Not happy, Bob. Not happy. I see. I mean, oh, this is rough. This is rough. It ain't looking good. They're original Lay's. I'm a simple man. I like my broccoli raw and uncooked, and I like my Lay's potato chips plain. Although I do love me some good salt and vinegar. What is the? How do we recover from this? This is FUBAR. There is no recovering from this. We're just futzing around until we we break it completely, or it falls out. Yeah, it's not coming out from the other side. Can we just like... How did that break? That's insane. If it broke that much of it, then that means that that sucker's like that far in there. Yeah, well, clearly I needed a new one. It was broken on the inside. I just didn't realize. What can we do to get ourselves by, at least? I don't think I have a drill bit small enough to not mess anything else up in there. I mean, if we had a way to hold this down, then maybe that would work, but I don't think there's enough of the thing making contact with this to transfer enough heat. Bullocks. Well, like, the thing is we don't want to remove this tube in the middle either. We would have to drill into the side like this. Whatever this donut is around this tube. We need to keep the tube in there without ripping the tube out. And rip the rest of this out. I think it's I think it's a lost cause. I just want to know how it fused itself like that. This isn't gonna work, but I'm getting desperate. I'm getting desperate and I'm getting very behind on these repairs. It's gonna get too hot and it's gonna melt this tape right off. It's not even sticky, what the heck? Kapton tape fixes everything. Except stupidity. Like this. This is stupid. This is real stupid. There is a 0.1% chance this works. But hey, it's a non-zero chance, so I gotta take it. Alright, hopefully that doesn't just give us a bunch of cancer. Let's see. I don't even know if it's going to transfer enough heat. I think it's going to be too cold. Yeah, I mean, I can still touch this, but I mean, it's insulating, so you know, it'll do that. Yeah, it's not getting hot enough. This thing's busted. I don't even smell it getting warm. So take that back off before we give ourselves cancer. Don't even realize it. Is it any looser now that it's heated up? Oh, that's hot still. Nah, this is busted, Buster. This actually couldn't have happened at a worse time because we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, it doesn't matter. We've got more than we've got the time to fix, and we don't have the tools to fix it now. Because Willer makes cheap. Shit. Gosh, that's so annoying. They aren't what they used to be, that's for sure. If they were ever anything to begin with. Well, I have to buy another soldering iron. Because a new one of these is as much as the whole frickin' iron. And you can't fix this. Unless I can stick, no, there's nothing I can stick through the whole length of that. Then we could try this. So I could try to get this in there. Alright, it's gonna get ugly. I'm gonna make it freaking come out. One way or another, this thing's coming out. It's not coming out. It broke my screwdriver tip. It's that stubborn. It's not coming out. I bent my bit. We're just going down a deep dark hole at this point. Out of desperation. Well, screw it. I give up. Hope you all enjoyed this live stream repair. I'm gonna go buy a new soldering iron. Bye.